And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, like we said we would be, and we are good to go now. Pathfinder up against 9th Legion here in this round number 2 matchup from the ACL 2K. Of course, the winner goes on. The loser, done and dusted for the day. What to find out who's going to be, though, of course, I'm actually on Sovereign to kick things off. And hopefully, like we said, once again, these guys are aware they can edit that countdown time, and they have done so, perhaps, as we get into this game. No, they haven't? Okay, fair enough.
Scumbags.
Too much to ask for. I think Macca's hosting, so I'm going to blame Macca.
Yep. Feel free to spam Macca at Avant Macca. Just abuse him. Because we don't do that at all with our pro players. Just joking. But Blue finally did able to connect his Xbox. Just seemed as though had a few issues. Maybe didn't like him, but you know what? It's back. It's working. Pathfinder full team now up against 9th Legion. Unfortunately, I don't really know anything about 9th Legion, so this is going to be as entertaining for me as it will be for the viewers. So we get to watch some players that, you know, relatively aren't unknown, and they do have a mountain to climb up against Pathfinder. A lot of work to do. Bundo, just a little bit of a warrior. A little bit. You got a little bit salty on Twitter because of it. Sorry, Bundo. But we'll get straight into the action. Looks like it will be an A spawn for Pathfinder, which is quite interesting. And I'm flicking through the players. Looks like it's going to be an all-vector game. So, no one rolling with the MTAR. I find that interesting. Bio, who do you want to watch off the break, though?
Obviously, Vibes. You know, I want to keep up with him because I have seen Vibes in the past. I've seen a few players, obviously, Cones and Craze as well, from that squad. But, you know, I want to see what Vibes has made of. Look at his high, long nose trying to clean up over a bit there. Just to find anyone who was pushing up, and I don't think I've seen anyone else ever trying to achieve that one. But he's going to be pushing up towards his right-hand side, maybe going for that home flag straight away. So he's one down there. He's putting that as a double, can't see it though. There's 3 players gone for a moment, and Cones, nice little 2-piece there to help out clear this B section.
Well, look at that. Early B capture for the team of 9th Legion. Didn't expect that at all, and they are just absolutely tearing up the kill feed there as finally Fitzy shuts down Vibes, who was just chilling in that top war room section. Look at Cones, though. 3 for nothing right now. He started off very strong. A little bit of pre-fire down low. There will be a few players up high. Drops to the ground. Manages to take out Blue. And there's still going to be... Oh, but he can't get the knife off Fitzy. Will answer back. Was a bit of a revenge kill there. And Bio, this is about to get a triple cap there. Neutralized is A. I don't think anyone expected this from the team of 9th Legion.
Yeah, especially I think Pathfinder were the team that didn't expect it so much as well. But right now, you know, 9th Legion are trying to hold this other team back from Pathfinder. But Pathfinder really starting to find their form a little bit here. As we see Bundo now pushing towards the C flag. Halfway done, 3/4 now, and there's the home flag taken.
Oh, wow.
ANC in their hand, and there's the advanced triple cap going into the favour now of the Pathfinder squad. Macca on a 5-point streak. Blue, you're my boy, but you're not doing much for the team. 0-4 right now.
Ooh, I just saw Macca. He went a bit off there. And Blue, as you said, 0 for 4. Not doing much at all. Watching him run out. Can he get the kill? Hey, he's off the donut. That's always good. And the double, actually. Nice little shot there. Taking out Vibes, the long range on the conveyor belt. Pushing up towards C. Can he get the third one? No, he won't. Cones will prevent that from happening. I'm just trying to flick through the plays, see who's making some plays. Looks like Renza was trying to overextend towards that C flag. Didn't work out too well right now. Cones, though, does get Macca in the end. I found this quite interesting by how well 9th Legion started off, where they managed to get the A, then they got B, and even neutralized the C, or should I mix that around? They captured C off the break, got B, and then neutralized A. And just like a flick of a switch, Pathfinder did that to them by managing to get a triple cap down. So that's something which, you know, a lot of people debate domination on Sovereign. The spawns can be a little bit shifty now and then, which, you know, can be argued. It does happen, unfortunately, but it's amazing to see Pathfinder make the best of a bad situation, and they answer back quite well. And the scores, you could say, are virtually equal right now.
Yeah, they are, and you'll see now Macca once again at their B side has been trying to pick up that B flag, and they've got their home flag at C this time around. So, you know, Pathfinder are trying to answer back, and they're trying to even their scores. And they had the lead, only by 8 points, though. So, 9th Legion have kept this so close for the time being. I'm going to jump on board now with that 9th Legion squad. Craze from the CG side of things on 7-4. He's just chilling back, watching this home push flag flank. You know, it's a smart thing to do because they've had their home flag taken so many times now, and they don't want to have to risk that once again. So now they've got that AB combination. He's going to be able to come in from above here. Bank shot the nade. He might be able to find someone perhaps. Doesn't all get the tag only though. Jumps down. Oh, definitely in the middle of the firefight there though. As he tries to come on in. Renza's here though to pick up the one.
Oh, no.
There on Blue though, as they still hold that flag here for the time being.
Alrighty, it looks like Pathfinder will be able to answer back, and the concussions won't do the job, but look at the amount of tacticals and lethals going onto that B flag, as you do see Renza very ambitious, jumping around the corner, does find Bundo, not Blue though, a little bit of a duo there in the middle of the map, as they will be defending B, but here come the team of 9th Legion, pushing up very aggressively. They're going to stun the blue hallway, nade it to prevent Pathfinder from pushing up, and the answer back was a cap of their own. And Bio, I feel a little bit scumbaggy here because I kind of counted 9th Legion out of this one, but I tell you what, they're proving to everyone that they can hang right now.
Yeah, they are indeed. Obviously, they are putting on a little show and a good effort here to keep this one off for round number 2 matchup of this ACL 2K. And right now, Cones, I'm on board with him because he picked up that from a high. It was 50 up top there, trying to shut them down. But Crazy's here to answer back with a bit of a B defensive setup. Now, they've got their home flag under a bit of an attack, but Vibes is there to take down Bunder, who was trying to push down heavily on it there a moment beforehand. And, you know, they were down for the most part, but just like that, they have managed to take out the lead here. Well, they almost had the lead there, sorry, but they've just managed to squeeze it away. Once again, you know, it's very much a close game here in the first half. 74-69, a 5-point game with 15 seconds left here in the first half. 9th Legion very much putting on a great little effort here for this match, and you know, really showing Pathfinder that was not going to be an easy walk in the park, so to speak, to take this one out. They are going to have to fight for it, but just like as I say that though, an 8-point lead back in the hands again by Pathfinder. So, yeah, back and forth they go.
And especially on Domination Sovereign, where it's arguably, I'd personally arguably like to say it's the easiest map to lock down, you know, a double or even a triple cap, to say so. So an 8-point advantage isn't much. You could basically just, you know, clean that off the table and just have it as 0-0 coming into this second half. Not that big of an advantage. The team of 9th Legion, I want to see if they start off as strong in this one. We saw them in the first half just absolutely go mental and lock down that B flag in a matter of seconds. Let's see if they can do that again. It looks like they will be going straight for it. Wait, there actually is a player that's gone underground. Look at this. Vibes. He's trying to make some big plays here. What can he do? Spotting the player up in top control. He's going to flank around here. He could quite easily make a big play here. There's one. There's two. There is a player up above him who could drop down any second. Fitzy will clean him up. But Vibes did start off very strong for his team. And that's giving his team actually really good control in the middle of the map. But here come Pathfinder.
Yeah, Fitzy was up high there in that crow's nest in the control room. He's trying to find this player down below him. Finally does. It was Craze. It was causing a bit of a distraction for him. Now, his teammates did pick up that B flyer. They've got 2 players down there now. There's the assist. Thanks to him and his team of Bunder, who is down below. But there's a 2-piece there for Renza to answer back. Maka cleans the flag out, though, but it has been neutralised. So both home flags in the hands of each team for the time being. 9-point game here in the second half after the first minute's gone. But right now, you know, 9th Legion very much been showing aggressiveness as they try and push down towards B once again.
If you want to take out a team like Pathfinder, you cannot play docile. That seems like something that 9th Legion have worked out, and I can tell you what, it's working out quite well. Only 10 points right now. Oh, look at that. Craze just jumps on that B flag, destroys the player. 4 down for Pathfinder featuring Maka, and now the B capture going for the team of 9th Legion. What can they do now? They are in the back of the spawn, and they're setting up quite nicely there. One player already dropping. Cones with a double of his own. And this is bad news right now for Pathfinder. If they don't play this one well, Bio, they could quite easily get trapped in that C flag.
Well, they could, but you're listening now. Renza's pushing out towards the C area here, and he's going to try and neutralise it, would seem. He saw it poked. He's thinking about poking out there and get a couple of kills. Decides against it, though. Here he is at C. They are losing B, though, but if they get this home flag in their hands, they'll be okay. So at least neutralise it and decides against taking it all the way out, though. And you'll just see now there's one player behind the drums there. Oh, but there it is there. Bundo and Blue taking out a nice little kills of their own, and they're picking up some flyer control as well.
Oh, that's huge.
C and B with Mako, that 2-piece there in that background, like you mentioned, that B defense. Here, we've just coming into that final quarter right now. Still a very close game, though. Only, again, 8 points in it.
Only 8 points. It was larger than that, and the team of 9th Legion were able to just close it out, and here they go again, straight onto B. There's a capture, and watch that lead diminish. 9 points separating the two of them. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left, and Renza went on the flank, picked up 1, picked off 2, defends B, 3 down. Last one alive is Blue, but he's overextended all the way to A. And I tell you what, this could be an uncontested cap unless the team of 9th Legion go huge on C. but all the players from Pathfinder spawning right on top of it. They'll be able to defend this, and this could be a CA split here by. This is bad news for Ninth Legion with less than 2 minutes remaining. This could be a triple cap right now.
Well, it could be, because Macca's going to try and push on back here for the moment here at the C to defend a little bit more often, as they had their A and B, but there is there, thanks to Cray staying alive, and Renzer as well. 4 players down here for a moment, and they might even swing it back in their favour here. So they were a double cap down, almost triple cap like you said, but they've almost managed to get a triple cap back in their own hands. They picked up A and C. They're losing A. They did have it for a moment, just for a split second there. So not long enough to really cause that much damage, but still an 8-point game, and that's what it's been for the most part of this last 9 minutes almost gone between these two teams. To keep it that close on a map like Sovereign, it is an effort and a half, and both these teams really playing like they're in a grand final right now to perform at this sort of level between themselves. And you'll just see right now, that Pathfinder squad, they are down by a flag, and that gap is getting smaller and smaller here in these final moments by Ninth Legion.
This is going to be a close game. That's a huge name by Conti. Cannot pick up. Maka gets a triple. That is big news out of his book before he dies. And that could give Pathfinder what they need to lock down B. It's in their control. 45 seconds remaining and only 5 points separating them right now. Pathfinder in prime position to walk away with this one. Cones, though, he is going off when it's needed for his team. They need to get middle map control. But Pathfinder, they're going big in the final few seconds. And this could be all she wrote for this domination on Sovereign. 8 points separating the two of them. Bio, I think it's safe to say Pathfinder went big when it was needed, and they got this one in the bag.
Oh, they did. So here with Blue, he's about to get his 10th capture in this game. He doesn't die here. Well, he does die. Sorry, Blue. Jinx you there, mate. But he was about to get his 10th flag cap for his team, and those big numbers indeed to have put up. And just like that, they finally increased their lead over 8 points than what they had for the most part. As Macca comes in, gets another double kill once again, and that flag in the final moment. You'll see in the final kill cam here. 33 and 21 is what Macca finished up with there for that squad. 156 to 144 overall on that scoreboard. Oh, Fitzy stole the kill cam from him. It was a double kill cam for Macca, but Fitzy wanted to show his single kill, which didn't really show that much of skill, I guess, just coming from above to get that easy kill on the player who was below him. But a win's a win. That's going to take them out in game number 1 in this best of 3 series. Now, of course, coming into game number 2, S&D, different map as well, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. But I think after that first one there, Kerry, Ninth Legion very much alive in this series.
Oh, yeah. I feel, as I said it before, I feel scumbaggy for counting them out, but they were able to bring it to Pathfinder constantly. And, I'm a little bit gobsmacked by what I saw from them. And we're coming into a search and destroy on Freight. We've yet to see a search and destroy on Freight, so it's going to be very interesting. And this is a perfect opportunity for a team like Ninth Legion to, make a bit of a stance in the scene. Of course, these online competitions hosted by ACL and even Cybergamer, they allow for these unknown teams to just make some plays, and this is exactly what they could do right now. They have an opportunity to take down one of the powerhouses, as you could say, in OzCOD, or one of the more better-known teams, and they proved in the domination. They have the goods coming to a brand new game mode. Hopefully, they're, more favored in this one. Search and destroy Freight, I said it before, but Bio, we saw these two teams, we saw how Pathfinder performed, we saw how Ninth Legion were able to almost hang with them. What are your, thoughts or concepts coming into this Search and destroy Freight?
S&D obviously is more of a game, a team-oriented sort of thing, because it is coming out of only one life per round. You need to make sure that everyone's doing their job exactly right, otherwise you are going to lose rounds, and, seeing the fact you only need 6 rounds to win, it's going to be interesting to see. I think Pathfinder can take out this one as well and make it 2-0, but that being said, Ninth Legion, I think they have the skill there, to take it out themselves. It's all about being able to work as a team when it comes down to these little moments that you have to sort of just ninch together and, understand that what one player is doing is going to work, and you just got to trust in them in those sort of situations. It'll be interesting to say the least, but I do think that Pathfinder will be able to close this one out in 2-0. But I don't want to, again, take anything away from Ninth Legion. They've done a great job during that domination of Sovereign. I think they do have the skill very much needed to tie it up 1-1, but it's going to come down to some very close rounds indeed.
Well, a few people on Twitter interacting with me, they're saying that they can see this one going to a game 3, and you did note that Ninth Legion, they had the skill, but I just, if anything, they don't have the experience that Pathfinder have. Of course, almost every player on Pathfinder has been around the scene for a fair while. Maka, I noted it at the start of the series, he's almost as old as the scene. Bundo, he was there in the COD 4 days, and he, kind of went MIA a little in Black Ops 2. He came back for Ghost, and I just saw what Bundo have in his hands, and that's disgusting. He's got the LNG out. But the separation between these two teams, they got the same skill level, but the experience is what's going to separate the two. I don't want to count 9th Legion out, because I did it in the Domination, and we all saw how that went down. But Pathfinder, they definitely have the one-up coming into this one. I'm going to be looking towards Maka. He top scored for Pathfinder in the Domination on Sovereign, and he's known for his search and destroy prowess, so he's going to be the man to watch on the Pathfinder side. They're on the aggressive, so you know what? Who better to watch than the one and only Maka? We'll see what he does. Got the Vector broken out. But it's going to be interesting. I just want to quickly note, Bundo, Fitzy, they both have long-range weapons, and you got Blue and Maka running the submachine gun. So I'd like to see how they set this one up. Maybe two of them chill back and two of them be very aggressive. But, it's going to be interesting. Let's get straight into it. Maka, first blood, already going to Fitzy, who just got a spawn snipe.
Yeah, player was trying to poke out of Owens that last little moments, and Fitzy's trying to peek up high now. Top Owens to be finding one up there. Cones did poke out a bit too far though. Blue with that bomb is shooting out here on the other side of gas tank, and you'll just see Bundo now. He's thinking about poking and looking towards that Top Owens area as well for that LMG, but he's in the middle part of the map. Sort of a no man's land to have that sort of weapon out here in the time being. Maka did get picked up there as well by Craze, so that becomes a 3v3 situation here in this round. But a slow round indeed. It's come down to Fitzy as he's thinking about poking inside there at red.
Do it.
Not too sure if he wants to do it though, as he just slides past the door. There's some shots coming out. Blue now challenge. Renza picks him up. Fitzy challenges with a pistol in a close quarter combat situation. Renza had that locked down. Bundo now on 1v3.
So what they went for there, they went for the bait and switch. Didn't work out. Renza triumphs over them, and they've left Bundo in a 1-on-3. Bomb down the middle of the red there. Look at all of the play. Bundo does find one. Second play up high, but Vibes will shut him down. And Bundo did have the opportunity. They didn't know he was coming from the flank, but that bomb was down in an absolutely horrendous position. And as you can tell by Vibes, easy turnaround there. It was in the doorway. So there weren't very many entrances for Bundo to come from. And the team of 9th Legion walk away with round 1. So they do prove that, they can outplay Pathfinder. I'm not too sure what Pathfinder were going for though. That's my question. 2 subbies and 2 long-range guns isn't the smartest call, and looks like they're going to be playing very defensively, judging by their guns too on the defensive round. But I'm flicking through all the players on 9th Legion. They got some very aggressive guns out here. Let's see if it works out. They didn't get first blood though, unfortunately.
Yeah, I just saw on the other side of things though, you're going to have now Craze, who was trying to push on in there at red, and Blue just shut down one, but Blue got picked up in the end by Craze. Crazy's one there across the map, and Maka's there with that R5 to take him down. Now, long-range weapons really in the hands there of mainly Pathfinder, and it's working to their advantage. All the close-quarter SMGs coming out from that 9th Legion squad, not doing them any favours in that sort of situation, when they were trying to attack and close down on those long shots. But right now, coming to this next round, I think, Pathfinder's first round, they tried to do a bit too slow. I think if they're a bit more aggressive, it might work out. You'll see Bundo, he's changed over to an R5 now instead of the LMG. Fitzy's still off that scope though. Just trying to poke up high there at top elements once again to see if anyone's going to be up there, but he can't see anyone.
Ooh, there's a player actually below. It's Cones. So Fitzy just needs to aim down a little bit, find the player. But the amount of stuns that just checked Maka, that's not what they would have wanted. Smoke comes down. Can Maka get the kill? Oh, nearly gets turned on by Cones there. But he does end up with the first blood, so much better start than last time. But they still got Craze and Renza alive. Those two did really well in their past defensive rounds. Now, Craze, look at where he is by. There's a player directly above him. That is Maka. What does he do in this situation? He knows Maka's around the vicinity, but I don't think he knows he's that close. He's just taking his time. Let the clock dwindle down. Smart play here by them, because eventually the team of Pathfinder, there is the player there. They got to eventually get that bomb down, and it is Blue who has it. He's out the front of red, and you do see Craze trying to hunt down Maka. That's a little unfortunate. Blue gets a kill too, and just like that, Renza last one alive. 1v4. Bundo gets the snipe off, and that is a clean round win for the team of Pathfinder there.
Alright, so see that final kill cam. Very nice clean headshot there by Bundo to finish that round. And 2-1 on the scoreline. The scoreline becomes third round gone, fourth round about to come up now as well. And Cone still gets off that mark. 0-3 for his team. Hopefully he picks up a kill here in this round. He might be able to hold them out, push out a little bit more. He's got that Vector. Looks like he's going to try and push Red very quickly here. On with an SMG and hanging on his right-hand side. His teammates are there with him. Oh, he decides to slow it down now, though. Blue picked up 1 kill there at Lumber on Renza. It's just trying to poke out. Macca picks up Vibes in the background now. It's Craze and Cones in 2v4 with players all around here. There goes Cones as well. Craze sees one now, top white. He will find Macca, who's trying to push and challenge there. One player in mid sees him, but Bondo sees him as well. And just like that, an aggressive defense comes out from the Pathfinder squad to pick up the round.
You can tell the team of Knife Legion weren't expecting that because Pathfinder was so defensively on their previous defensive round, should I say. They took it very slow, and then all of a sudden they just flicked the switch and they were in the face of the team of Knife Legion. They weren't expecting that, and you got to give credit to Macca. He was already up in top white before they could even check the corners. So Macca, good job out of him. He's top scoring once again, but Bundo 4 for 1. He's only died once, and he's just been getting those picks from long range with the scope. He's got it back out again. Let's see if he can make some magic happen. But look at Macca. Fire, you gotta love watching him because he is just in the face of the team of Knife Legion. Got first blood for the 3rd time this game, and Blue also got a kill in the background. Great start from Pathfinder. A lot of pressure now on the shoulders of the team of Knife Legion.
Yeah, I'm going to switch on over now to Bundo, who is up here in the mid, pushing in the left-hand side. 50 picks up Vibes there in the background. So Renza's now by himself, and they know he's around this back left-hand side. He's going to get picked in a moment. Oh, he just pronounced cross right in front of Bundo's screen there. He still managed to get the kill. And he may have just seen Blue, who was looking to poke out there as well. Blue decides to go and change it for a plant, but he might be able to pull this one out, actually. Renza's right there. And he was looking to poke out there a moment ago. Decides against it, though. Shots come in flying at him, though, from Fitzy and Blue, and Fitzy will challenge to get the kill. 4-1 and the scoreline becomes now. And 3 rounds the gap, which is going to be, of course, Pathfinder in that lead. Trying to close this one out at 2-0 in regards to the series, but, it's looking that way, but I still have a little bit of faith left for that Knife Legion squad.
You have faith in them. I have faith in them too. Would like to see that they proved that, when the pressure's on them, they actually can prevail. And what a better chance right now to do it 4-1 against Pathfinder. They're on the aggressive side, but they're going to have a lot of doubts because the amount of differential that Pathfinder have done on the defensive rounds have been very offensive, and they've also been very defensive. So they've got to be very cautious in the way they play this one. And it looks like it's going to be a somewhat aggressive round from the team of Pathfinder. You did see first blood going in favor of Bundo. He was pushed up very far with an assault rifle. Wouldn't have expected it. Cones, though, does answer back, taking down Blue. Craze, look at his positioning here. There's a player right underneath him. Does get it. That is Bundo. And that's exactly what they needed. Now up to Macca and Fitzy. And they did just identify one of them at the back of Owens. The team of Knife Legion, they're in a great position here as they do take out Macca. Fitzy, last one alive.
See now Fitzy in that 1v3 situation here. Of course, he's on that defensive side. There's one in the mid. There's one down, 2 to go, he says. You can see him scattering thanks to Oracle Mine where they're located on the other side of the map, but he can't see him, but they are pushing towards B, and he's aware of it too. Has to check this long part. Oh, we may have just snuck through unseen. No, I think Cones may have spotted him, and Cones is going to lay here waiting for him to push and challenge here as that bomb has been put down as well. Fitzy in a 1v2 still, checking the corners. Smart play, that's what you have to do. You have to make sure the corners are clear. But he's got to be ADSing as well, because if it comes down to this even closer part, there's 1v1 now.
He does
waiting for a player to perhaps challenge here. Craze coming around behind him. Knife in the back perhaps. He misses the knife. 50 on his though. And Craze somehow still manages to get the kill. COD timing at its best right here. Watch this. He went for the knife, but 50 had back on the turn. So he did that.
I wish I was watching Fitzy's point of view there. If you want to define COD timing, guys, just re-watch that. Of course, all the VODs will be uploaded to ACL's YouTube channel. That is youtube.com/ACL Pro Video. This game will be there. Make sure you re-watch that, because I'm not even sure what just happened to Fitzy, but that is so unfortunate, but so lucky for Craze, as it does give his team the second round on the board. Let's see what they can do now on the defensive side, and they get Macca, the aggressive player from Pathfinder, so this is a picture-perfect start for them.
So you see now, of course, once again, that aggressiveness coming out here. And Bundo this time is trying to push up. He's inside of Owens. He's going to have Blue out there at generators. And of course, 50 now inside of... Oh, he was inside of fire. He got picked up there. He tried to push upstairs, though. As we'll just see now here with Blue. looking to push. Bundo picks up 1 kill. Blue may have just been spotted crossing over. I'm not too sure if he did or he was, though, because that player who was down there, Vibes, is just chilling back there still. So Bundo and Blue now in a 2v2 up against Renzo and Vibes here in the round. And, ooh, they have spotted Bundo.
Okay, this is interesting. Bundo is separated, though, from Blue. And, Blue actually managed to get the kill on Renzo. They should have tried and pinched it, but in the end, you do see Blue and Bundo, a little bit of a duo there. They do track down Vibes, good positioning by them, but I'm not too sure what happened to 9th Legion there, because they had Blue all separated. They knew he had to be on the bomb site, because he got the plant down, and they were in a great chance to even, maybe get a trade for a kill there, and then take on Bundo in a one-on-one, but they could have come that a little bit better, and that's just the experience separating these two teams right now. And they will be on the aggressive side. They're on their last legs here, Bayo, and I really do want to see them make a little bit of a comeback here, because they have proved that they can hang with Pathfinder, but a 6-2 would be not a true tale, should I say so, if it ended up being that score. Let's see what they can do. You do see Crane, so spotting the player being very aggressive. Fitzy gets one, so did Blue, before Cones answers back. Not a good start at all.
I'm not sure how Fitzy did not get that 2-piece there, though, because he had 2 players bottlenecking themselves in a doorway. The round's going to end up going 6-2, though, but yeah, that was questionable what Fitzy was doing in regards to not getting that 2-piece there. But that's what happens. As we'll just see now, of course, Bundo picking up that final kill cam. 6-2 on the scoreline becomes, series line will come 2-0, and that will see the Pathfinder squad pushing on through. And obviously now it'll be a victory for them, a loss, sadly, for that 9th Legion squad, and they'll be done for the day now. But, good efforts all around to both these teams to play out like they did. And, a 2-0 scoreline, while it was close ones, we sort of were feeling that it was going to go Pathfinder's way nonetheless, and you sort of see it there during that S&D.
Absolutely right there, Bayo. Couldn't agree with you more. Congratulations. Pathfinder are going to advance further on, get even closer to the pro points, which is always a helpful thing. So, guys, make sure you stay tuned. We'll try to get our second game. Personally, I'd love to see the Plantronics Envy game. I'm just looking at the little tournament structure here, the bracket. I'm just seeing a lot of good games coming up where they're actually starting to separate the men from the boards, you could say so here. And there's definitely some great matches coming up next, Bayo. So it's going to be very interesting. It's starting to heat up here over at the ACL 2K.
It is. Obviously, some more matches still coming out. Sadly, Mike's is a bit sick, can't really cast with today, so shout out to Mike. Hope you feel better. He's in the background though, helping us sort out some matches and stuff, so he will be there. So if you do want your match cast and you do have a time, you are guys about to start when we finish, then be sure to hit up Mike's at Mike's94 on Twitter, or if you have him on Skype, as well. He'll be there to try and help us get into matches as well. But quick little break coming out. When we come back, it'll be a round number 3 matchup here from the ACL 2K. Of course, as I've said before, and I'll say it again, sponsors to shout out to our sponsors here at ACL, of course. NVIDIA, you're going to have BenQ and Gigabyte there as well, who BenQ have been there for a little while now, but the new ones, Gigabyte and NVIDIA, who I've joined on board. So thank you to them. Every little bit does help, of course. But like we said, be sure to tweet the stream out, mlg.tv/ACL with that hashtag ACL2K. And when we come back, that round 3 matchup, who's it going to be? We'll find out in a short time.